Good evening, Starlights, and welcome to the Degeneration Podcast, Ray, the podcast for the Degeneration generation. This is the first time I fucked it up. It's episode 3. Here with me is my
Oh,
charming co-host, Mandata. Please introduce yourself.
hi, it's me. Sometimes I talk for a while, sometimes I don't. In these intros.
Sometimes you just say one singular word.
Sometimes I just say hey,
Eh,
and then wait for you to continue.
done. Well, anyways, I have some pretty saddening and heavy small talk. So if you have any small talk, feel free to get it out there right now. Hit us with it.
Um, sure. Okay. Um, uh, what have I done recently?
Nothing going on. Nothing
No,
going
there's
on in your life. How have you been?
like in general, I guess I've been
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah, how you
I've
been?
been I'm probably gonna watch Severance without this guy because he's being a little meanie.
I I'm just not that interested, to be honest. I'm just not.
Well, there you go.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It
Let's
is what
see.
it is.
Yep. It is that it? Is that all you have?
Okay,
That's
fine.
you
I'm
don't
gonna.
have anything else more interesting? You couldn't even bring
Okay,
like some news to the podcast? Some fun
like
facts. Hit me with a
what?
fun fact. Hit me with hit me with big time platypus facts right now.
Okay, platypuses have technically their oils in their skin react to UV like black light, so it looks like they have crazy stains all over them. And whenever they like move along, um, they also mark that stuff. So if you have a platypus, it'll look like you're very horny.
Man, platypi get weirder every time I hear about them. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say something I'd heard before, but honestly, that was pretty fucking interesting. Thank you, thank you,
You're welcome.
thank you for bringing a fun fact I've never known. Uh,
I know a lot.
and and with that being said, with the fun fact out of the way, let me get to the not so fun fact. Nanashi
Okay.
Mume is graduating due to internal company conflicts and an issue which has caused her voice to gradually deteriorate over the past 2 years. Nanashi Mume of Hollow Council, Hollow Lives English, Second Division.
Why the fuck does
An-
this happen every time?
Another one falls from Hollow Council. What? Hollow Council's cursed, isn't it? Hollow
Mm-hmm.
Council has to be cursed at this point.
Yeah.
Because first it was Sana in like
This
the
is
first
crazy.
year, then it was uh, uh what's her name? Fauna. Now it's Mume. And all we have Crony and Bay left.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
God.
it's just this is crazy, man.
Internal company conflicts, yeah, that makes sense. It happens with companies in general. I was about to say Japanese companies, but no, it just happens with companies. But
Yeah.
her having an issue that's caused her voice to gradually deteriorate over the past 2 years is really sad. It really sucks.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it's not like a actual disease and it's just overwork or something, and she's able to, come back as a new person, as a new like an Amy nightmare, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That'd be cool.
Hopefully. That being said, I do have some good news from Hollow Council. and that is in the form of a new outfit that we got recently. And I'm not just talking about it because I look, chat, Mondato, I don't have a type.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens that the outfit's really cute. And it just
No, I know.
happens to be a
Yep.
maid outfit.
Yep.
All right?
No,
I
I know. You don't like maid outfits.
I
That's right.
don't have a type.
Nope.
This keeps
No, I.
happening.
Well, to be fair, you would probably beat the allegations if like 60 or 70% of what you consider or call cute was a maid outfit. It's a big chunk, my guy.
Look, maid outfits are cute.
Yes, but like you're never beating the allegations.
I'm never beating the allegations. You're so right. I'm I'm gonna die with these allegations. Victoria housekeeping, my beloved. God. But anyways, have you seen it?
Nope.
Let me look up an image. Oh wait, I have
Like
some reposted on my Twitter, I think. Hold up. My X.com. I have it reposted on my Man, I'm so glad I avoid politics on this channel. Well, on this podcast, rather, because holy fuck. I'm not gonna get into it, but it is a minefield right now. Dude, look at it. Dude, maid dresses, especially long maid dresses, are so it's so peak. It's so peak. She's so cute. Oh my fucking god. Christ. Anyways, that's my bad news and then good news cuz I had to balance it out a little bit. But either way, we're going to get right into the topic for today because we have a lot to get through and not a lot of time. So let's get right into it. And today, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back to the podcast. Only 3 episodes in, we've got a tier list. Let's fucking go. As you can see the
let's
background
go.
there. And now I'm going to bring it to the
Mm,
foreground. Bam! There you go. It's tucked behind the couch. Let me move it a little bit.
mm,
Bam! There you go. Um, it might be a little difficult to see, which is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Actually, can I just make this a little bit bigger? Can. That'll be fine. All right. So here we go. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, uh, including some other movies which aren't in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, but that was just the tier list that I found, so it
mm.
fits. Um, but it's only the ones that we've watched because we've watched quite a few of them together, and then I've watched quite a few, you know, by myself, like back when
Yep.
they first came out when I was a wee lad.
Barely. I'm not gonna say that.
We put to say barely a fetus.
Nope.
All right.
Way worse and more graphic.
Ah, I see.
Uh, I was gonna use. You were Scottish, so it reminded me of like a Scottish. No, nothing.
All right.
When I was barely an itch in my dad's ball sack.
God, where does that come from? I don't remember. I don't think it's a Scottish voice that says it though. Anyways, this is the movies that we're gonna be rating from here to here is just going to be a lightning round because these are the movies that we didn't see together, but I saw in the past, and Mandato's seen pretty much all of these, so
Hmm.
it's whatever. All right, so the first one, speed round, but just a tiny bit. All right, the tiers. I'm a professional, guys. Now we have at the top, we have peak cinema. It's self-explanatory. It's peak cinema.
Hmm.
And then we have high tier. It's self-explanatory again. High tier. We have decent. Self-explanatory. It was decent. It was all right. And we have okay. Like okay. Eh. Which honestly, I don't know if a lot of or any of them are gonna go in here, but we'll see. This one might not have any entries. Me no like, and we'll get to that as well. Because our last tier needs only a tiny bit of explanation is I needed to drink during this movie. Now, there's one singular one of these movies that we did a drinking game for because we knew it was going to be bad, and it was. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But there's only one of them. Only one of them will be in there. Anyways, first off, we have the original Hulk movie. Now, I saw this when it first came out. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I saw this as a bootleg. I don't think I ever watched this like in high quality. I think it was always like a 420p bootleg
Hmm.
on a burner disc.
It's okay. Um, Ross is great. Everything else sucks, but Ross kind of elevates it up above me. No, like I think it's okay.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna honestly defer to you on that one because I remember it being good, but also my taste in movies sucked ass. So
Hmm. I'll be honest with you, Chief. I have a good memory for every movie here.
yeah, dude, I thought the Transformers movies, the Michael Bay Transformers movies were good. All right, I have trash taste. I have terrible taste in movies. Speaking of my terrible taste in movies, um, the three Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Now, I want to put these somewhere for shits and giggles, but I know that's not where they go. It's not where they
Um,
go at fucking all.
One is high tier, two is peak, three is decent. IMO.
I have to remember. I have to remember. So number one was Doc Ock, or was it Green Goblin?
Two is Doc Ock, one is Green Goblin.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, I feel like I remember liking Green Goblin better just because he was such a fucking hater. He was like
That's fair.
outrageously evil, but
That's fair.
specifically towards Peter.
I don't think the
I
Tobey
don't
Maguire
know.
films are actually as good as people claim. I have seen them a
Oh,
few times,
they're not, but
but like,
they're like they're iconic.
yeah. I think two is legitimately very good. Like, I would legitimately put two at probably the bottom of peak cinema. But
Honestly,
beyond that, the other two can kind of just go wherever, but at least decent, I think.
we need to rewatch these movies because I loved these movies growing up.
Yeah, if you want to,
I
we can add it
barely
to the
remember
list.
them,
Hmm.
so I will put them in peak cinema and then both in decent.
Ooh,
I'll agree with that.
I think three is worse than one. It's fine. We can just put three at the bottom of decent and one at the top of decent.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh, all right.
All I
Quick.
remember is Tobey Maguire like WWE cage match.
Oh yeah, no. The what was it again?
No, wait, no. I'm putting it in high tier just for that. God,
I
it was
think he
so
was the
good.
human spider,
Yeah, the
and
human spider.
yeah, something like that. And then
Oh my
the
god.
announcer is like, "No."
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans make no sense.
It makes no
Now that I
sense. It's
now that I
so
know what
goofy, but
Spider-Man's supposed to be, but
but
also
it's kind of fun.
it's so good.
I don't know. Two is
It's
very
so
good.
gas.
Amazing Spider-Man, real quick.
Also, J.
Um,
Jonah Jameson from those movies, dude,
mhm.
he's peak, absolute
That's
peak.
true. It's real.
Anyways, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. These are
One and
the Andrew
two. I think
Garfield
one deserves to
ones.
be a bottom of high tier. Two deserves to be bottom of decent. I think the reason that they deserve to be so high, despite the fact that their films aren't actually fantastic, is I genuinely love Andrew Garfield in the role of Spider-Man, and I think he does a fantastic job at playing Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. Fantastic, like just so well.
You
Um,
know, I
but
I didn't see number 1. I'm going to be honest. But
it's
number 2
Connors.
I saw in number 2 I saw in theaters.
It wasn't great.
I I think I just don't like Andrew Garfield. I'm going to be
No, that's
honest.
fair. As like a
Cuz
person or actor.
yeah,
Hmm.
he just I've already made this joke, but he looks like the meme of um what what's the motherfucker from Twilight? Who's the vampire from Twilight? I don't fucking
Edward.
remember. Edward, yeah. He's like
Yeah, no,
he
I
looks
wasn't
like the
sure if you were talking
meme
about
of what
Edward or
Edward
Jacob.
looks like from Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, right. Should
Do
we
you know the
watch
scene
or
I'm
should
thinking about?
I think so, yeah. Should we do drinking game for Twilight?
Honestly,
Do you think I should add it to the list?
honestly, I don't even know if it needs a drinking game because it's that funny, but it would go crazy with a drinking game. So yes,
All right.
I think
Yeah, I'll
so.
add it to the list.
Honestly, Twilight is probably one of my it's a guilty pleasure of mine as far as comedy movies go.
It's pretty good as a comedy,
It's
yeah.
so fucking dumb. It's
It's so
so
stupid, man.
stupid.
Dude, the werewolf marking the fucking baby. It's so crazy. Anyway,
Man,
yeah, like I said, I think that I will.
is this where you put
No,
them
that's
or
number one. Number one is better than two. Two is shit.
oh, okay. Okay.
Unironically, I think that two might also deserve to be an okay.
Yeah.
It's not like horrendous, which is why I'm not going to put it lower. Because Me No Like
Yeah.
is the bottom tier.
Yeah, well, Menial like is the bottom tier before needing
Yes, I know,
alcohol,
which doesn't
before
exist.
requiring alcohol. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Um, the next two are just going to be boring, so just put them where they deserve to be. There's not
Yeah,
too
I
much to
mean,
say.
yeah, there it's Into the Spider-Verse. It's peak cinema.
Yeah.
Like the
Also, that
animation,
order is also probably correct too. I think
yeah.
two is slightly worse than one, but only because it's number two in a three, part, and one is its own
Yeah.
self-contained story.
Yeah. I think
I think
also
two will be elevated once three comes out.
oh yeah, I think so. Number 2 was felt kind of incomplete, obviously because there's going to be a part 2 to it. But
Hmm.
I think number 2 had crazier animation scenes.
I'd say so. I'd argue, yeah,
Yeah.
because
I'd say
one
it's a
felt like a passion
really close
project, and two felt like a
race.
passion project on drugs.
Yeah, honestly. Like, all
Uh,
right, how do we make just the craziest villain for this movie?
it's
Fucking
it was gas.
in the drunk like old ass coworker in the back. Fucking
The
throws
spot.
5 comic books. Fucking spot. Throw him in there. Make him fucking crazy.
He
And
was
then
always like
crazy powers, but he's just like a joke. So let's just make him like
He's a fucking
intimidating or
idiot.
some shit. I
Yeah,
don't
let's fucking give him JoJo powers, whatever. Throw JoJo in it.
know. Make him do a JoJo pose.
I mean, he's basically just the JoJo version of the Spot.
I
Like
know it's crazy.
if the Spot was a mainline JoJo villain, which is insane. All right, Venom. Now, like I said before, my opinion of this movie is not going to be what people actually think of this movie, because I have very bad opinions on movies that I saw a long time ago. So, what do you think of Venom? What do you think of
Um,
Venom? Venom?
Should we rate it
Venom?
based on its enjoyment level or how good it is?
Oh shit. Uh, I think a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Because like, if
All right.
there's just a pile of dog shit that we enjoy, like we're not gonna put it in peak.
Yes, but like,
But like,
would you consider The Room peak cinema?
would you hate me if I told you I've never seen it?
Probably not. It's kind of an older movie.
Okay, then yeah, I've never seen
All
it.
right. Whatever. Let's just put Venom in its actual rating is like the bottom of decent, but
Yeah,
its unironic enjoyment might be high tier. Like
yeah.
unironic. It's so fun. It's so
I
fun. I
It
love
is
it.
a really fun movie. I love just like their dynamic.
It's so stupid though.
Yeah,
It's so dumb.
goofy buddy cop movie essentially.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Low res. Is that Days of Future Past?
It is Days of Future Past.
All right.
So movie gave us a lot of iconic scenes and a lot
I
of really weird designs for
I
characters.
personally believe that Days of Future Past is probably the best X-Men movie. So I do think it deserves to be high tier.
Really, I need to go back and rewatch that one because I don't remember exactly what happened in it. I just remember the facility blowing up and then having
Also,
the
by the way, to,
Quicksilver
to be
scene.
clear, before you fucking kill me, we are not. I know that Logan literally is an X-Men movie. We're not considering it, or rather, I'm not considering it when I say that Days of Future Past is the best X-Men movie,
Oh
because
well, I haven't
Logan
seen
is a
Logan, so
self-contained Wolverine story.
yeah, yeah,
With that being said, Days of Future Past is goated. It's like so good. It probably deserves to be the top of high tier.
gotcha. All right, all right.
Unironically, really good. I'll let you put Guardians where you like. You saw this recently.
Guardians of the Galaxy. This okay, so we're now getting into the movies that we have both like watched together.
Mm,
Now, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is fucking peak. Honestly, all of the Guardians movies, we'll get to that, but I really like them. They're super good. The animation, not animation, the CGI and stuff in most of the scenes. Some of the scenes, okay, whatever. Most of the scenes look significantly better than other movies in the cinematic universe.
hmm
They definitely put more effort into the Guardians movies. And maybe that's just because Rocket exists on screen 99% of the time. So they really gotta crank that shit up for him because he's always gonna be there, so he can't look bad. But still, yeah, no, it's peak. I don't know what to say.
hmm
Now, I need to zoom in because I don't even remember. Oh, this is Guardians 2, right? Because we watched it them basically back to back. Okay, so honestly, hmm, I'm kind of debating with myself. Is Guardians 2 also peak?
Um. So.
Sorry, would you say you cut out?
Oh, I said. What? Are
You
we
cut
fine?
out. Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Um. Probably not. I like Guardians 2 a lot, but I think it probably just deserves to be in high tier. As
Yeah.
much as good as it legitimately is, um, I don't know, man. It's kind of.
Yeah. I'd say like top of high tier.
I think the pacing is what I have an issue with. The part on the planet with Ego is a really slow burn, and I don't fully get behind it. Not because I don't like slow burns in superhero movies, but like it's
I
just
I think
it
it's just
doesn't.
like a back and forth
Maybe,
where the
yeah.
characters are in such a weird position that it feels
Hmm.
like they degrade a bit.
Hmm.
I think I get what you mean, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Age of Ultron. Hmm. Oh, also another thing about Guardians 2. I'm going to be honest, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this maybe. I'm not a big fan of Baby Groot.
Oh, he's so cute though. Is it because he feels like bait?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Um, he kind of is. So
Yeah. He's
I like
aw bait.
Teenage Groot. Teenage Groot's kind of goaded.
Teenage Groot's kind of funny.
I am Groot. What? Oh, whoa! Watch your
Whoa,
language.
whoa, whoa.
um, fuck.
Age of Ultron. Um,
Probably.
honestly,
It deserves to be above Venom, I think,
yeah,
but probably not
obviously.
better than Amazing Spider-Man.
Really? I
Kind of.
don't know. I
I'm
okay.
conflicted because
I
on one hand, I really like Andrew Garfield's portrayal, and that's kind of what elevates the Amazing Spider-Man for me. Actually, you know what? Move Amazing Spider-Man down a little bit. I think I'm looking at it through rose-tinted glasses. I think it probably deserves to just be indecent.
mm, all right, fine. I'll put it in
Um,
like top of decent.
but I do think that
Yeah.
Avengers probably is better than Venom
Yeah.
and less good than Amazing or Spider-Man 1.
I think so too.
The problem that I have with uh, Age of Ultron is that Ultron carries it so fucking hard,
Oh, yeah.
and
I think
the only other like super good part about this movie is how well it sets up everything else. It really feels like
mhm.
a setup Avenger film, while the first Avenger film kind of feels like the like beginning of something great, and the Infinity War saga feels like the ending of an era. This is kind of the awkward middle child that just sets up a whole lot of other important stuff that's going to happen in a bit, but
Yeah.
isn't like, fantastic by itself. I do really love the Quicksilver shit is also bullshit, but I do really
Yeah.
love Ultron, but I think he elevates the movie significantly, and otherwise it would just be okay.
Yeah. Ultron is super cool. As much as I love Vision,
Yeah,
Vision's probably one of my favorite characters at this point.
Vision is so
Honestly,
boring when he's introduced.
oh yeah, but my biggest problem with this movie is that characters who are not supposed to be important are made arbitrarily less important and less powerful.
Mhm.
Like Black Widow just never being important ever uh, annoys me. Quicksilver, the whole nerfing the shit out of him and him fucking. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this tier list, by the way. So, I mean, I guess I
Mhm.
should have said spoiler warning at the beginning. The fact that he fucking dies to bullets. Come on, God. And then uh fucking Wanda being not nearly as powerful as she rightfully should be,
Hmm.
even with her inexperience. Like, I don't know. It's just it's annoying because a lot of the depowering feels very arbitrary.
Yeah, I see it. I guess I don't know. You mean Wanda?
Yeah, I said Wanda.
Wanda's well, Wanda's like they do the comic book Wanda thing where she goes from I'm just a normal mage to oh I have chaos magic. What does that mean? To oh I'm God.
Yeah, I that'll probably be
Which
a lot more explored in her movie, but
well, and also we're gonna
yeah,
do WandaVision as well
yeah,
before. I think we should probably do that before Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, definitely. All right, Civil War. This is
Civil
where we
War.
introduce Tom Tom Holland Spider Man and his hot as fuck mom.
God, she's so hot.
God, why did they make her so hot? Oh no,
Probably
it was his aunt.
yeah.
It's his aunt, right? Because it's Aunt
prob-
May. Aunt
Probably
May is just
worse
bad as
than
fuck.
Guardians 2, I think. But I would hear out an argument for Peak.
Honestly, I think the thing that makes it peak for me
Mhm.
is that final scene,
Yeah, no, the ending, of course,
like
is just
Winter
perfect.
Soldier
Yes.
versus or Winter Soldier
Winter
and Captain
Soldier,
America
and
versus Iron Man. That fight scene is peak cinema.
it is very, very good. And I think the movie does the conflict super well. I think the villain is also fantastic, and I honestly think it feels more like an Avengers film than the Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
But um, I personally have a few issues with it,
Hmm.
despite its amazingness. So that's the only reason that I would put it in high tier. But I would also like be fine if it was in peak.
I personally think it goes at the top of high tier.
Okay,
I think it still has some
that's fine.
problems that have unfortunately been carried over from Age of Ultron.
Hmm.
Same problem I have with Black Widow, the same problem I have uh with Wanda. The problem I have with Vision actually. Actually, is Vision even in this movie? Oh no, he is. Yeah, he is. I don't know why I blanked out on him. I think because he only shows up like he's just chilling in a bunker somewhere or at a facility somewhere, and then he just shows up in the fight, like the big like Civil War fight. That ultimately doesn't really mean anything because they end up getting away anyways. I don't know. I think that fight was honestly just fun, not only for the spectacle, but to see Tom Holland in
That's
there
fair.
and
Mhm.
introduce him as like honestly, I don't know if this is not a hot take. I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It's not a very hot take. I don't agree, but I see why a lot of people do. I think that Andrew Garfield, given a better shot, probably could have done just as good. Rather, a better script. Um,
Yeah.
but I do see the appeal of Tom Holland. I think the reason that people love Tom Holland so much is because he just plays a very, very convincing teenager. Because he
Yeah.
was a teenager,
Yeah.
so it
He
kind of
he
works.
plays a naive kid
Yes,
very well.
it works very well for a young Spider-Man, which I think is the
Yeah.
problem. I think that if the Amazing Spider-Man films were one written better and two were Peter fresh out of college, like he is
Hmm.
in the majority of his stories, I think it would have worked way better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like Andrew Garfield feels like a college student, not a fucking high school student.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the idea of like Spider-Man being, your local neighborhood, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but a lot of his conflict being more psychological focused.
Hmm.
because of the fact that he's so naive and his villains are just batshit crazy.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot more other villains in other uh for other superheroes are a lot more methodical, a lot more planning. They're very schemers.
That's fair.
Like Batman villains. You have no matter what kind of villain you have a schemer. Different levels of schemer, but you have schemer. Fucking Spider-Man villains don't scheme. They be insane and get money.
Hmm.
Like that's what they do. I guess uh what's his face? Uh the fucking mage guy. The fake superhero. What was his name? Fucking
Hmm.
Mysterio. Mysterio is an exception, but like your main ones like Rhino, the Lizard, fucking Doc Ock, um, uh, Green Goblin. They're just insane motherfuckers.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, Civil War. Yeah. Yeah. Civil War. Cool. Black Panther.
It's decent.
Now,
I'm sorry. The third act ruins it for me.
honestly, I can see that. I think this movie was way more contentious than it had any right to be when it came out.
Probably.
And that came down to a lot of people not getting the point of the movie
Hmm.
because the whole point was to drop racial tensions. Like that was
Hmm.
the whole point. Like we've moved past it. It doesn't matter anymore because we've grown as people. And instead, the entire like surrounding of this movie was racial tension incarnate,
Hmm.
and it was so cringe. But the movie is honestly just really good. The third act could I don't remember honestly.
Third
I
act
don't
ruins it
remember how
for
the
me.
third act made me
Um,
feel.
Killmonger comes back, and then they have this big dumb CGI fight.
Oh yeah, they have it on the like Magna rail.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think it was fine.
Killmonger was a cool villain until he just turned out to literally be T'Challa, but again,
Yeah,
but a different like color. He was
true.
fucking
It's like slightly different shaded.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It was
It's kind of
actually
dumb.
just a cloner fight.
A retexture, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I d- don't get me wrong, I think the movie had a lot of potential, and I do think that the first two acts were set up very well. I also liked Killmonger as like a character and liked his motivation. I
Mhm.
wish that he was anything except for let's just do Black Panther, but he's evil and a different shade of color.
Well,
And
hmm,
also let's fight on a
yeah,
badly animated CGI
also
field.
true. Yeah.
Like
I
it
think
just it just
that
ruined it for me.
scene definitely looked better in IMAX theaters that I watched it in
Hmm.
with
Possible.
uh okay, let me set the scene a little bit. I watched this movie in a IMAX theater in downtown Chicago. Well, I don't know, it's not IMAX. It was a high quality old school theater in downtown Chicago
Hmm.
where you can order a full course meal. Or not full course meal. What the fuck am I talking about? You can
We
only
have
order a full ass meal. There we go.
no, we have like a something like that down here called the Alamo.
Yeah. It's called the Alamo.
It's called the Alamo, unironically.
Goddamn.
It's a movie theater that plays old movies
Fucking
and new
Texas.
movies in pretty equal measure. And its main draw is that like it has a good kitchen. Like
Gotcha.
not quite restaurant quality, but like way better than fast food
Let
around
me
there.
see. Can I
It's like legitimately really cool.
I wonder if I can look it up.
Draft House
Theater
is what it's called.
in Chicago. Wait, what?
The Alamo Draft House
Oh, yeah. Theater in
cinema.
Chicago.
I unironically love it. It's really cool. If you have like the money to kind of throw away because it's going to be expensive,
Yeah.
it's so worth it. Dude, I might just go there to see the Minecraft movie. My favorite movie. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see the Minecraft movie.
Wow, the Minecraft movie. I'm so excited by this information. Guys, the Minecraft movie.
Oh, never mind. The Alamo is just all over the fucking country. Okay, Jesus.
Oh.
It's in Chicago.
Oh, damn. Okay, cool.
It's in Austin, Boston, Charlottesville, sorry. Chicago, Corpus Christi, DC metro area, Dallas,
Jesus fucking
Denver, El
Christ.
Paso, Houston, Indianapolis, Laredo, Los Angeles, Lubbock, New York City, Northern Virginia, Northwest Arkansas, etc.
God, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see.
I guess there's just one in like most states, and then some states have a few. Like I think Texas has 3,
Let's
4.
see.
Okay, Texas has 4,
Is
I
it?
believe.
Oh, is this it? Hold up. I think I might have found it.
God, I really
Not
fucking.
this, right? I mean, that looks like it. No, it's not. It's not this. Man, what is it? What is it? I haven't been there in years. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Um, God, it's fucking AMC keeps coming up. I don't, I don't fucking want to go to AMC. You know what? It actually, unironically, it might genuinely be an Alamo Draft House.
You know,
It'd be really funny.
it's it's in Chicago.
Yeah, it is in Chicago. This is true. Um, Draft House. Let's see what Alamo Draft House looks like. Uh, no, I don't think it. I don't think it was this. No, it had a lot of like statues and like memorabilia like strewn about.
I'm looking at the one for Chicago.
Alamo Draft House. No, it wasn't this.
This has it. This has a lot of memorabilia. I'm looking at it.
Looks like there's quite a few of them. It might have been an Alamo Draft House, and maybe it was just like a certain one. I don't know. I'll
Possible
have to
one's
ask my
closed.
mom.
Alamo's doing
Oh right,
fine, I think,
oh
but
god,
not fantastically.
that is a big possibility. It might have just straight up closed. Ah, that would suck. Anyways,
Like I
back
I
on.
love Alamo, sorry, but I do believe that like legitimately some of them have shut down over the course of the thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but like streaming is just a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we need to get back on track. We're running out of time. Black Panther
Fine.
goes in fucking is it better than Venom? I think it's better than Venom. I think it's like here,
Interesting.
IMO.
Okay.
All right,
For Black Panther, I disagree,
yeah, Black
but
Panther.
you may place it there.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Where would you put it? Like top of decent?
Yeah, probably.
Hmm. I'll put it below Venom. Put a
Okay.
middle ground.
No, I
All
don't.
right.
Whatever.
Oh, I mean, you
It's
know.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah. All right.
All right, number
Little
2.
bitch. All right.
Um.
The first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Not Tobey Maguire. What? Fucking Tom
Oh yeah,
Holland.
I guess that is just the first one.
Yeah.
First one's goaded.
Honestly, peak and
Yeah.
fucking what's the villain's name again?
Vulture.
Vulture. He's fuck. I've seen other iterations of Vulture.
Vulture.
This iteration of him is fucking terrifying.
Dude, yeah.
I think he's honestly peak.
Okay, I see it.
He is like an actually very intimidating villain.
Oh, that's what happened. Sorry, I just found out what happened to Alamo. So in
What happened?
2018, it was acquired by a different person.
Oh.
And then in 2024, it was acquired by Sony.
Oh God, man. Sony, why do you ruin everything you touch? Stop putting your
It,
grubby little fingers on everything.
I think that's fine. Oh Jesus, there were 18 in Texas. Anyway, continue.
Jeez. I mean, yeah.
I know that
Texas
I
is
know that's
big.
where it
All
it
right,
also
Texas is
opened
big.
there.
Yeah, Texas is big, and it's Alamo.
Yes. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. With my cursor on this man's massive cock, it's in peak. Where in peak? I'd say like right here. I think the first Deadpool movie is so peak.
I think it's really good. I don't know, because
But
I
you don't
think
agree with
Deadpool
me.
and Wolverine is higher. So I don't want to place
Really?
the first one. Yeah.
Ah,
I
that's
I'm gonna
fair.
be honest, Chief. I think that probably deserves to be above Galaxy 1 and below Spider-Man 2.
All right, fine. I agree.
All right,
We'll
Mr.
get to the other
Strange.
Deadpool movie, Doctor Strange. I'm now not out of these movies, but out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I
Yeah,
think Doctor
okay.
Strange might be my favorite.
Movie.
Yeah,
Holy
honestly,
shit. I
it's
did not
just
expect that.
I I just really like it. Honestly, just
No. I
overall, like all
understand.
around.
I mean, it's a good movie. Just
Yeah,
that kind of threw me off. I was like, I thought you were
like
about to say it's the worst, and I was like, okay, I guess I get it, but
whoa, whoa.
no, because
No, I like not
yeah,
counting these three. Obviously, I think it's my favorite.
okay, yeah, I guess you can put it in peak if you like.
Do you not like it?
I no, I like it. I just think it deserves to be in high tier. But
Ah, okay.
if you love it that much, you can put it in peak. It's fine.
All right, hear me out. Let's compromise bottom of peak.
That's fine.
What do you think? All
Sure.
right.
I don't think it ranks above any of the stuff above it.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Ragnarok.
I think it's just the right amount of slow burn, and I think it gives him his character the credit that it deserves.
Yes, I agree. I do think that it does it very well. Yeah.
Hmm.
I also think the ending is perfect as well, which I didn't think that they would stick the landing, but yeah.
Also, as someone who's a stickler for magic systems, I think Doctor
They did a really good
Strange
job.
magic system is pretty
Pretty
good.
consistent, yeah.
Yeah.
Um okay, Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. This movie had a few issues, but I still think it was good. I like it.
It's the best Thor movie, but considering its competition, that's not saying much.
Yeah.
What would be a better compliment is it's probably one of the best movies to come in between um what's the word? Avengers film 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But
I just
that's not going to be many.
I don't like how they made Hell look. And
That's
also the
fair.
CGI was not that great.
No. I get it. In retrospect, Hela's not a super great villain. She's a good villain, I
She's a
guess,
good
but not.
villain. She's just is it a I mean,
No, I think it deserves. I
it's
think
a
it deserves high
cold
tier. I think the
it's a very
problem.
cold take to say that her iteration in Marvel Rivals is more intimidating and cooler.
Yes, yeah. And also, I do think, in retrospect, I do think I genuinely have a problem with almost every scene that they use to set up the conflict on Asgard itself. Almost all of those scenes aren't super great. either well shot or like whatever. I think the only
Yeah.
really good one was the one where she killed a billion people. But
Oh
every
yeah.
other setup, just kind
God,
of felt
the
like I
CGI in
wanted to
this
get back
movie
to Thor.
CGI in this movie looks so fucking bad. Because this is
It's
around the time where they start making too many movies a
That's
year,
true, yeah. I do
and it
think
looks so bad.
I think it deserves to probably be. You know what? Venom might be too high.
Yeah, Venom, get down there. Get down here.
Venom might be too high.
Yeah.
I do think Ragnarok is high tier, but I think it's probably less high tier than Ultron. So I think probably in between Ultron and Black Panther.
I think so. I would have to agree.
The only thing that's genuinely peak about that movie is the comedy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like I genuinely enjoy the comedy a lot.
Hmm.
But that's also a problem because that's also when all of the Marvel movies started to have the exact same fucking comedy, all of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay,
Anyway, no,
this
no,
one
no.
started it, but like
Yeah,
it
it's annoying.
it burnt it out by the end of this movie.
Hmm.
Like,
Anyway, sorry. And put that bitch where it deserves to be.
Infinity War and
It's
Endgame.
Infinity War, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
All right, where
No.
does it go on here?
Number 3.
All right.
It's better than Spider-Man 2. I can't, with a full chest, say it's better than the animated Spider-Man movies.
No, not at all.
But it deserves to be there.
Yeah. Does Endgame go right next to it is the question.
No, there are a lot of good parts of Endgame, but there are a lot more bad parts than Infinity War has.
Endgame was
So I
just
think
really long. Endgame was like
Endgame's
way
fine.
longer than it probably should have been.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't necessarily. I don't love how Endgame is paced. I do think it probably could have cut down on like 30 minutes worth of content.
Yeah. Two
Um,
and a half hours, kind of reasonable. Over
Probably.
3 hours?
Mhm.
Ugh, you're pushing it,
God,
dog.
I don't want to put it in high tier because I don't want to put it below everything else in peak or whatever. It might be the top of high tier. Might be the
Top of
top of
high
high tier.
tier?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I agree.
It's probably better than Civil War, but yeah. I think
Yeah,
its highs are
I
better than
think
Civil War. Its lows aren't worse, but
I think they should have. This might be a take.
hmm.
I think they should have left Gamora dead.
No, that's not a super big take actually. I don't necessarily I do agree that they should have done that, but I do think that they did Gamora in the best possible way in Guardians 3, so I think I forgive them.
Yeah, I think yeah they did Gamora better in Guardians 3. Honestly, actually, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
And she's basically just been removed from the story. We haven't
Yeah,
seen her since.
yeah, yeah.
Uh so
Now,
rather I think the reason that Gamora was brought back was partially, yeah, so we could have a cool moment with her, but also so that Peter could like fucking get over her because it happened so suddenly.
hmm
But even still, I don't agree with its decision. Whatever, it's fine. Um,
you know, guys, guys, listen.
now, let's be honest here.
I did not go into this
These,
movie hating on Captain Marvel, all right?
let's be honest here, Noel.
I got out of this movie hating on Captain
All
Marvel.
right, all right, Noel. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. This whole list is a little skewed because I have protected you from the bad movies. So, to
Yeah.
be honest, Captain Marvel, in the grand scheme of the Marvel movies, is a bad movie, but not even really top 5 worst. It might arguably be top 5 worst. but it's nowhere near one. There are much, much worse movies.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a different tier list with some of
Yeah,
these,
there are.
there would be another tier. All right, there would be.
Looking crazy.
I had a tier originally called hate, but
Oh, yeah, I think
I
that's a
got
little
rid
bit
of
too
it.
strong for Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Like, it's
well,
not
no,
even
it wasn't
that.
for Captain Marvel. It was actually under this tier, but then I realized that nothing was gonna go there,
That's fair.
so I just decided to get rid of it. And this is the movie we did the drinking game for.
Actually, maybe lower Hulk one.
Really?
Yeah,
But I liked Hulk.
it's fine. It's fine. Okay, it can stay in okay.
I liked.
I kind
All
of want to
right.
use the Milo like tier though. If you want, you can lower Amazing Spider-Man if you want.
No, fine. Well,
All right.
it hurts me to do,
Okay.
but if we have to use it, then
I just kind
it
of
has
want
to be something. All right, Captain Marvel. Like I said, I didn't go into this one wanting to hate it. I left it not wanting to, but hating it, and quite drunk, as a matter of
to.
fact, because we did a drinking game, and can I find the rules? And can I find the drink count? Hold up. Give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can find it. I cleared a lot of my stuff recently, so. Is it? Nope. Is. No, not that, not that, not that.
We're already at time, so let's
Yeah, hold
schmove, I
up.
think.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a tier list, so it's gonna go a little tiny bit longer, but. Hold up. Hold up. It's here somewhere. It's fucking. Where the fuck is it? No, it's not that one. Hold up. Is it still on my desktop? Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, no, I've lost it to the end of time. Anyways, we had a lot of drinks, all right. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. Far From Home. I think it wasn't as good as number one.
Yeah, I had some issues with it.
But
It wasn't as good as Homecoming. It wasn't as total of a story.
I'd say it was still good.
Yeah.
Still high tier, I'd say. But just like
Mm-hmm.
maybe bottom of high tier.
Yeah. No, I like it more than Black Panther.
I like it more than Thor Ragnarok.
That's
So
fine.
maybe we'll
We
put
can
it
place it
here.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Honestly, kind of
It's
peak.
pretty good. Yeah.
Kind of peak.
I think it's the best Guardians film.
Really?
Yeah. Unironically, I believe that.
I don't know if I'd say it's the best Guardians film. I will put it over the other Guardians just because I remember more of it, and also it has Adam Warlock, which I want to talk about Adam Warlock real quick. Not
Okay.
only was he a fucking useless character, but
No, he was important to the story.
he was important, but like not that important, right? Chill out. Be rash. Is
Let's not be
like,
rash.
that's the quote, right?
Yes. He's like screaming towards her, and then she holds up the gun and let's not be rash. It's great,
That's
dude. I love that scene so much. I love
Um,
how I kept fucking like
Joey
saying, "Oh,
Rush.
this is the scene," like over and over again until it
You
eventually
fucked
came.
up the scene repeatedly.
Yeah, like
Oh my
I,
god.
I didn't know exactly what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically there's a lot going on in the scene, but Adam Warlock ends up on the ship where Gamora's guarding it, and he's like screaming and goes to like fight her, and she grabs this like pet that he had and holds him hostage. And
Like, by the way, no, no,
he immediately, like frame perfect, changes his changes his emotions. Don't be
let's be
rush.
clear here. This pet was introduced to this movie
This
because
movie
this
and like
motherfucker
20 minutes ago.
he found this guy like I think canonically like a day ago,
Yeah.
and he's already so attached to this stupid little derpy shit that he's
Yeah.
like, let's not be rash.
Like, fighting,
Yeah,
grabs pet, don't be rush.
it's amazing.
That
No, he
honestly,
adds so much to the movie.
God, he's so funny. He's
Yeah,
so stupid.
he really
But
improves the
also,
movie.
I love that they called him Adam Warlock. Like
That's
you
his
might as
original
well,
name.
and they expected him not to betray them. You could have
Yeah,
just named him Betrayer. Like what?
yeah.
You named him Betrayer. And you expected him not to betray you, and then he immediately betrayed you.
But yeah.
God,
Anyway,
that's why I put that higher. Okay, next one: Deadpool Wolverine.
I think it's the better, or I think it's the best Deadpool made. So
Fine, I'll agree with you.
in my
Fine,
personal
I'll
opinion,
agree with
I
you.
I see the argument for Deadpool 1 being better. I just personally prefer the Wolverine one, even though I do think some of the cameos bring it down slightly, even though it is like, brought up obviously in fucking universe. I do think overall it's the chemistry between Mr. Poole himself with like some of his alternative versions, and much more importantly, Mr. Poole and Logan is just amazing. It genuinely just makes the movie,
Yeah,
and I don't know, it makes every scene really really stand out.
I also
Um,
love that they had all the other Wolverines,
yeah.
and also, woo, I'm about to make a name for myself.
All right, thank you, Gambit.
Just let them know what happened here today.
All right. Then we also have
I love his derpy ass Cajun accent.
it's amazing, and then
It's
we also
so
have the stupid fucking small Wolverine
yeah,
cannon height.
cannon height Wolverine. He's like 5'2".
He's 5'3" actually.
Oh.
He stands
Anyways,
in an intimidating 5'3".
yeah, yeah. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
Dude, Wolverine has to be the angriest little man I've ever seen.
He is. He is little person syndrome. But
Incarnate.
like he's only small compared to the people he's around.
Yeah,
Like
like 5'3"
he's
is not
short.
that small, but
Like he's short. Don't get me wrong, he's short, but like not that short.
yeah,
They made him look tiny.
it's so funny.
All right. Now, the first season of Loki. This is including just the whole season. Honestly, I didn't know a lot about Kang the Conqueror. Learning more about Kang the Conqueror, he was probably the perfect villain for this.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And honestly, he was kind of right. Kinda.
Yeah. Also, to be clear, this is Loki season 1.
Yeah, it's
But
Loki season 1, not Loki
I
season
do
2.
think season 2 is a little worse than season 1, but
Yeah.
that's going to be another thing entirely when we watch it. season 2 has its own merits, but I do think season 1 is a perfect little package, and
Yeah.
I really love it. I
Yeah.
think
Honestly,
it
I expected it
contends
to be
for
a
the
lot.
best Marvel TV show.
Yeah, I expected it to be a lot worse.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's
I
kind of
think
peak.
I think it rivals WandaVision.
Where do you think it goes?
Um, as a whole, I think it's worth more than Guardians, but I will hear arguments for why it should be worse or better than Guardians. Rather,
I just like these movies better
that's fair.
than Loki.
No, no, I get it. It can be bottom of peak. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. This is the tier list we have made.
It's
If you
objective.
guys, if it's objective, if you agree, you're right. If you disagree, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right.
Anyways, thank you so much, very much for tuning in, Starlights. And this has been the Degeneration Podcast, the podcast for the degenerate generation, signing off. We went a bit
Bye.
over our time, but
Mm-hmm.
bye-bye. Bye, Starlights.
Bye.
Ooh, I'm
But
about to
like,
make a name for myself. Just let them know
my
what
God.
happened here today.
All right, you're just gonna keep fucking. All right.